Here we are, game 2 between IG and LFY. And this isn't even our last series of the night. We've got IG again next. Who do they play next? Let's take a look at the schedule before we get underway with this draft. Scroll down, we've got IG versus Newbie next. So that'll be the last series, taking place at approximately 8 a.m. Eastern Time, which will finally probably end around 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which will mean I will be able to get to bed at 10 a.m. if I even do sleep at this point, because I got to cast tomorrow too, and I'm not ready for that. No sleep, 36 hours. So let's get into this draft. IG versus LFY. Got the bands of Alchemist, Lifestealer, Ursa, Monkey King, unfortunately Magnus, really want to see that XXS Magnus, Slardar, and Warlock. And then the first two picks for both sides, Earth Spirit, which really doesn't transition into a song, neither does Juggernaut for IG, Lena, and then Nyx Assassin for LFY. And then another ban from IG, going to be Terrorblade. So we get into these second phase of picks. Lena probably mid, I would say, for LFY. So
5 seconds remaining.
What is that? Super mid.
Reserve time.
And then IG. They have Earth Spirit, probably Baboka again, and then Juggernaut. Burning Juggernaut. No Magnus, no Empower, no XXS Magnus. We all want it so badly because it is exciting. So, you take a look at both these drafts thus far. Nyx probably going to be sitting in that 4 spot, played by White again. So they still need safe lane, they still need off lane, and they still need a 5 position. For IG, they've got their 5 in Earth Spirit, and then they've got their safe laner in Juggernaut. So they need mid off lane and their roamer /4. Juggernaut works well with Crystal Maiden, one of those heroes that really does well. Rolling Boulder, Frostbite, Blade Fury. It's a solid trio combination. Wisp actually going to be picked up, and I think DAC Wisp didn't really do that well. I don't know if they're going to pair this up with something like a Sven up top or down low, Radiant bottom. Or maybe even a Tiny. Maybe they try to go all out of whack. I mean, they picked Jakiro last game, and maybe they picked something weird this game and kind of switch it up, give us a couple of new heroes. So Legion Commander picked up for IG. XXS Legion Commander's fantastic too. And that's really good. You know, Legion Commander is a really good counter to Wisp. I like it. It's an easy dual damage. Some nice lockdown.
5 seconds remaining.
And, you know, get that early damage, get that early win for IG. So let's see what LFY choose to go with this Wisp, and if they're going to save that for the last pick. They've got their mid, they've got their 4-5 in IO, 4 in Nyx, obviously, and then they need their safe laner and their off laner. Except now it looks as though Nyx is going to be their off laner, and Ogre Magi is going to be their 5, and Wisp going to be more of a 4. So it's an interesting lineup for LFY. But that means they're trying to go with someone who hits very fast. I wouldn't be surprised to see Troll come out. Troll does very well with Lena, and if you can get the mobility out on Troll, that's very nice. You've got the stun of Nyx, the stun of Lena, the stun of Ogre Magi. Those are all fantastic. And right now for IG, you've got, you know, Boulder Smash and Duel. That's it. So you need another stun on IG. And you've got another support to work with. Or maybe You go Venge again. So let's see what IG do. They're taking a lot of time on their reserve time. They're really trying to think about this draft coming out. They want to take a 2-0 and then head on towards newbie.
Remaining.
Disruptor.
Radiant team back.
So Disruptor comes out. I like this. Glimpse is always nice to get those duels off. You can set up really well. Static Storm and all that really opens up space for Legion Commander as well as the Juggernaut. Do I like the idea of that?
5 seconds
You're...
remaining.
I don't know. I don't like Kinetic Field as much as a Fire Blast
Dire team back.
or an Impale or a Magic Missile. I don't really like Kinetic Field like that. And now it comes down to who they're gonna pick mid. Obviously, OP Tinker is still available. I mean, we've all seen that before. That is fantastic. And what's great about this IG lineup, and this is something that is completely just has nothing to do with the draft right now, is these guys on IG, Q, OP, XXS, and Baboka. These guys are heard of mainly in DPL. And this is another thing that they made pretty much known at DPL, or at DAC, was the fact that, these guys, like, to the rest of the world, nobody really knows them, but now they're like a known name, and these guys kill it. And it's just always great to watch. And actually, IG goes with the Troll. That's interesting, because I thought LFY were going to go with the Troll. But I don't know if... I think... So they take out the Chaos Knight. They pick up the Troll, and I think the Troll is to stop LFY from picking it up. Now they go Luna, and I don't really like this chemistry with this lineup. Of Luna, Ogre Magi, Wisp, Nyx, and Lena. I think Troll was the last pick for LFY, but it got taken away. But I do like the stun from Luna. Again, IG, they're kind of lacking. Baboka's going to be having to be on point. I'll have to see where this game goes. So, Earth Spirit, Juggernaut, Legion Commander, Disruptor, Troll Warlord are up against Lena, Nyx, Wisp, Ogre Magi, Luna, casted by me.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, I am your caster, B-Cop. And we are ready to go in Game 2. Just waiting for that pre-screen to go through, and we'll be underway. Now, is that going to be Troll mid or Troll safe and Juggernaut mid? OP Troll. I mean OP Jug. Let's see. Let's find out. Here it is. OP Troll. Burning Jug. Baboka back on that Earth Spirit. XXS on that Legion. And Q is going to be last on that Disruptor. We take a look at the other side. LFY, LPC is going to be on that Wisp. Banana on the Nyx. Super mid on the Lena. Monet on the Luna. And White on the Ogre Magi. So it is going to be a Nyx going to the safe lane. Nope. Never mind. Let's cut away from that. But it will be a 3-position Nyx. So, again, pushing potential is there for LFY, but I don't know. I just don't like their draft. There's some things I don't like about IG's draft. Of course, it's the lack of stun. The lack of reliable stun. Of course, Kinetic Field is some lockdown. It's caging more than it is stunning. Duel, some lockdown, and Boulder Smash.
30 seconds.
But other than that, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that IG went with this lineup. I would like to see IG go with another stun or have another stun in their book. So let's see how this goes out. LFY, they're going to come up top towards this bounty rune, push off IG. And let's see down low. Can XXS steal this bounty rune? Yes, he can. Stun me or not. I'm the loyal warrior. Uh-oh. I just thought of another song. Not gonna sing it. Alright, I'm gonna sing it. No. Actually, I don't know the name of the song. I am the warrior. Bang, bang. Yeah, that song. If you know the name, tell me. But yeah, we take a look over at White. Rolling Boulder comes through with the Thunder Strike, and as well as the Blade Fury. Burning's gonna have first blood. 2 viewers get prizes. Was that viewer you? Tweet me. Q and Baboka up top again with Burning. And there's another Rolling Boulder. Not going to hit on anybody. And it will be Monet here with LPC and White pushing back Baboka. Getting actually hit up pretty hard. We take a look over towards mid. OP versus Super in this lane. Lena a very solid mid. And then we take a look down low. Banana very low, as well as XXS. It is the Legion off lane versus the safe lane Nyx. Take a look over at White. He's going to be spotted by Baboka. And really just some back and forth. Hey, I see you, you see me. And, you know, we're not friends. Just remember that. So just breaking up the tree line, which is always nice. Good mobility if you ever want to dive or find yourself in a fight. Let's see what Q, Baboka, and Burning can do up against Monet, LPC, and White. And there's a Rolling Boulder forward. Baboka really going to miss the mark there. The Lucent Beam comes through. Q, one more shot from dying. He'll fall to Monet. But now there it is with the Blade Fury coming through on Monet. They're going to just back off on with Burning and Baboka. They know they're up against 3. They know the regen from LPC is too much. And it is going to be 1-1. We take a look over towards bottom. I want to open that up again. See a bit of a gold swing for Monet. But we do see that XXS is going to be pushed back towards the shrine. So Baboka, he's going to try and find a kill on Super. Looking for the stun. Does land it. Now he's going to try and run down Super. Needs one more shot to get the kill. Can he get it before the shrine? He's going uphill. Can he? No! Oh, Super just gets lucky enough to get that shrine out of melee range. You've got a long staff there, Baboka. You gotta use it. So they're not gonna get that kill on Super. Would have opened up a huge potential for OP mid with this troll. Again, Lena, one of those strong mid laners, but not someone who does well from behind. So, had they gotten that kill, it would have been nice for IG. Unfortunately, again, they didn't. So there's the Ignite. Only level 1 is this Ogre Magi. We take a look over at LPC level 2. And then Monet is level 3. So 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming around again is going to be Baboka, but Super not all too low. OP's going to have to get into the face of Super. He is going to get that slow. There's the Rolling Boulder, and now they're going to get the Light Strike Array out on 2 from Super. They might want to turn this around. There's the Dragon Slave. Baboka, one more shot. No, he's far enough back. He's going to get that salve. OP now getting run down. There's the Light Strike Array out on him. And will he survive? He takes 1 or 2 more hits. He was in a little bit of trouble. Baboka goes in, doesn't even land that Rolling Boulder. There's the Light Strike Array, gives up a kill to Super. Meanwhile, under tower, LPC is going to die, but that's not what you want to see. Super, Lena does very well from ahead, and very poorly from behind. I mean, that's a super general statement, but Lena is one of those heroes that just can't come back well, is what I was saying. 4.5 minutes. You guys have a ground courier? What is this, a pup? So XXS just trading shots with Banana. And now coming through is Baboka. Again, just going to place not a deep ward, but he's going to come through with the rolling boulder. That's going to be out on Monet. Also going to get the stun with the Blade Fury. Now they're going to get him in the kinetic field. That's perfect on the mark. But now Burning's under tower. Might be in a little bit of trouble. The Lucent Beam is there, and they will trade kills. And it's actually going to be Monet getting the kill first on Burning, while Q gets the kill on Monet. That's going to benefit LFY more. So 3-3. So now XXS. Monet's actually made the way down low. XXS very low. And the Lucent Beam is available. And that is bugged. That's nice, you know. So Nyx is going to come into the off lane now that Nyx is just about level 6. And Monet, trying to get a couple more levels, is going to take that solo farm in the safe lane bottom. So we'll switch it over to the net worth early this time around. I've been late on that the last couple of games. And we are going to spot that this Lina is top of the net worth, but not by too much. Legion Commander trying to hit that level 6 XSS. And then with that 6, we'll see if they do end up making the move out on Monet to find themselves a kill of some sort. So Baboka just does have this double damage hiding from LPC. And meanwhile, Burning gets a kill on Banana. Thought they were setting up bottom. And Rolling Boulder comes through. He's still got that double damage. Going to hit with the stun. And now he might be in a little bit of trouble. Monet's going to try and get away. But there's the duel. And there's the death as the silence comes out from Baboka out on 2. And it will be dual damage as well as a kill on Monet for IG. That's exactly why I didn't go up top. I didn't want to miss that. But I missed the one up top. And now they're going to try and get this kill on White. White's going in way too deep. The Rolling Boulder comes through. And a huge kill and turnaround for IG. They're looking for more. They're looking for LPC. The Vendetta's going to hit. The stun will not. Banana, you are a sad, sad fruit, my friend. Overwhelming odds gets XXS. A lot of damage out on both White and LPC. And oh boy, again, Banana, why would you be under Shrine like that? He's going to get the stun out on XXS. OOP is coming on over. The Light Strike Array is going to hit out on 2. They're looking for more. They're going to look to turn it out on Banana. Banana, he's going to be ripened. He'll fall. And now Baboka running away from Super White and LPC, just trying to make some space. There's the Dragon's Wave as well as the Spirits. Just hitting away and getting themselves a kill. So Super gets credit for that kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
This will do nicely. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now 8-4 for IG, and they now lead by 2,000 net worth. So Burning Q just hitting away at this tier 1 top, and Banana's going to come on over. I'm going to say it hasn't really worked too much, him coming over towards Burning, so he's got to watch out. Let's take a look over at OP, who's now 1-0. Has found himself phase boots. So
Radiant's top tower is under
OP doing alright, going to try and farm these Ancients, push himself above the rest of his cores in net worth, but Legion Commander doing alright. Phase Boots looking for the Blink Dagger next, 10 in that dual damage. Things are okay. So now Monet, LPC, as well as White have made their way down low. Baboka's going to sit mid while OP farms away, and XXS takes these nice camps over in the jungle. And we take a look up top as Banana does spot Q. There's the Vendetta with the hit. Can he finish him off? And now he's got to watch out as the Omni Slash flies through. The Spike Carapace going to stop him. The stun comes through from Baboka. And Banana squished again. He's been ripened. He's been squished. Last game he was peeled. How many banana jokes can one man make?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So they will get this top tier 1, and then Baboka is actually going to get a kill over mid on Super, which we will miss.
I'll take that as tribute.
So IG looking good, 10-5. They take that first to 10 kills. They're up 3,000 net worth, and they're going to make their way over to the Roche pit real early. They've got the double damage on OP. They're going to look to take it quick. And this is under the noses of LFY. They have no idea this is going on at this moment in time. They take a look over with Banana. He does have Vendetta if he wants to go in, but he's going to have to watch out. There is a sentry ward right by the opening. So, Dire will get credit for that Roche kill, as well as Burning grabbing the Aegis. That'll put them up by about 4,000 net worth for IG. And let's see what Burning, Baboka, and Q can do with this. They're just going to farm some more, or maybe they look to fight, as the Yasha is next in the list for Burning. And as I say that, 3 on the side of IG, Q, Baboka, and XXS. With the Blink Dagger now out on XXS, they're going to look to get this kill. Banana's going to try and get the stun. He misses all 3 of them, and now the Spike Carapace is going to stop this Legion Commander for just a moment. There's the Static Storm onto this Wisp, as well as White, and now the Magnetize comes through. It's a double kill for Q. They're looking for more. Oh, Q. That is a bad spot to be. There's the Laguna Blade out on Baboka, but here comes OP to clean it up. The Magnetize, as well as OP, will be enough, and then off to the side, Monet gets killed by XXS.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So as this tier 1 is going down, brought to you by nothing. Nobody sponsors me. We've got IG versus Newbie next. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Former TI champs versus DAC champs. I mean, I guess this roster is not technically former TI champs. Here comes the relocate. Baboka in a bit of trouble. There's going to be the Fire Blast as well as the Ignite. And there it is. Stun with the LFA. Dead Baboka. So Q just invisible.
Dire's top tower
Just looking. Nibbling. Looking for a shot to kill Super. There it is with the kinetic field. The TP's coming in from Burning, but getting hit up hard already is Q. One more shot should kill him, and it will. But there's the Bleed Fury coming in from Burning. He's going to get the return kill on Super. Running away is White. And Burning's already used that Omni Slash, so they won't find any more. So another 1-for-1 trade. We're 13 minutes into this game, and the top 3 cores are all LFY. Coming in is Banana with the Lucent Beam as well as the Stun at the same time. There's going to be the Fire Blast, and then Burning going to continue to run. Ignite's not going to come through. Lucent Beam doesn't catch him. And Burning with 80 health makes himself
is under attack.
invisible in the trees enough times to keep himself alive at 80 health. And he'll run himself and scurry himself all the way to base. And there it is with the blink and the duel. Baboka comes in with the rolling boulder. Super trying to get that LFA to keep him alive through the duel. Going to be enough to knock at the duel damage. Light and Laguna Blade comes out on XSS. He's going to survive with 19 health. Meanwhile, Q's going to fall. There's the blink out. They're trying to find XSS. Will they get him in time? They spot him. Oh, no. Just under the nose of Monet. He was winding up to throw that glaive with 19 health remaining on XXS. So another 1-for-1 trade. Let's see. Is Burning's going to force them back. XXS is here. Duel up in 2, looking for that Blade Mail, not too far from it. And yours is picked up for Super. Burning just trying to spot someone out. If they can get the duel out on Monet, maybe they get themselves the kill, but the wave nail is finished.
Illusion. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So here comes the relocate again. OP might be the one who's in a little bit of trouble. The Light Strike Array and dead. Super is going to get a kill on OP. The relocates have been stellar as they're getting the knowledge, the vision from this banana.
Tower is under attack.
This vision is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. That is a Gwen Stefani song, by the way. And oh. There's the glimpse back on Super. Yule is going to avoid the Omni Slash. The stun comes through from Baboka, however. And now, on the back end, they do get the Eclipse. That'll take out XXS. But now in a little bit of trouble is Baboka as he tries to roll in and tries to get himself a nice rolling boulder with the stun, but it's not going to hit. Now the Static Storm comes out on 3, and they're also going to get themselves a kinetic field. But Burning very low. He's trying to get something before he goes down the first time. He's going to get himself LPC, and now coming over is Baboka, who's bought back. They're going to buy back on this Wisp. They're going to get themselves a stun as well as the Lucent Beam. The stun comes out on 2 as well as the Magnetize from Baboka. That's going to slow down the side of LFY to chase on Burning. Burning's looking to turn this around. He's trying to get himself a kill. Baboka getting very low, and he's already bought back. The Blade Fury is going to be out from Burning, but Burning's not going to hit anything with it. And now Banana with that Vendetta is going to try and chase down anybody on the side of IG. Banana going to continue to go in. The stun throw forward. There's going to be the Spike Carapace. They are going to bring down Burning. And now maybe, just maybe, IG can find a couple in return. They get the rolling boulder out. There's the glimpse into the kinetic field. He's going to be hit that Thunder Strike. There's the Laguna Blade. There's the duel. Duel's going to be out on Monet. They have nothing to stun him up, and they will be able to get themselves a kill on Luna. The Light Strike Array comes out on 2. They'll get OP again. And now they're looking to get this Selena on the return. Super one more shot. XXS will get credit. It's a double kill for him, and the fight has finally fizzled. So 3 for 3 is the second half of that fight, as for sure Baboka bought back. And then XXS had gone down earlier in that fight as well. I can't even remember every aspect of that fight, and it just happened. So Blade Mail Blink for XXS. We take a look over at at Burning. Excuse me. He's going for the Diffusal Blade. And then OP. He's looking for a quick BKB. On the other side, LFY. Luna. Does have that Manta Style almost done. And then Super is not going to be... No, wait. No. Not going to be going for the... Bloodstone. Gonna be going straight for the Aether Lens. Ooh, up top, Rolling Boulder comes through. Silenced up is this Nyx, but he's invis. And now they're looking to get a kill on OP. OP trying to defend this top tower. And let's see if they do go for the relocate. There's the Impale. Here comes the relocate. OP in a lot of trouble. The whole team is here, and now they're trying to turn on him. There's the Light Strike Array. And everything else that follows, the Fire Blast and the works. LFY, they find yet another with that relocate. So LFY, they're going to look to take a tier 2. IG kind of falling off a little bit. As LFY, they start to hit their mark. There's the glimpse back. White in a bit of trouble. The stun comes through with the kinetic field. The Thunder Strike is there. And let's see. Can they get the kill on White? They are going to get the Fire Blast, which means no dual damage for XXS. So they're going to spot Banana. Spotted bananas are normally brown, which this Nyx is. So they're going to look for the dual. Spike Carapace already used. They get the stun. They get the silence. They'll get the dual damage. And now LPC, he looks, he runs, he turns. Who knows if he's really turning? He's just a ball of energy. So 23-17, we take a look. 5,000 net worth lead for IG. see how well they're going to farm up on IG. They're continuing to try to force the fight on LFY. LFY, they've got themselves the Manta out on the Luna. And we take a look at the Lina, who's, I think, switched over, right? Soul Booster, yeah. Gonna go for the Bloodstone. Elects to go for the Bloodstone instead of that Aether Lens. So a big switch there. We're gonna take a look at these talents. Plus 80 on the Light Strike Array damage and a full 5-man smoke from LFY. Spot that Roche is up, but I think they want to take a fight before this, and what IG really need to do is kind of extend this game. They want to get OP as much farm as they can. There's the Lucent Beam as well as the Impale, and they're going to get the Light Strike Array to follow it up, and it will be enough for LFY to get themselves yet another kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So LFY, they're doing all right. 23-18 LFY. Again, they're down 5,000 net worth, but these last couple engagements, these last couple of kills have all been LFY. And it's very nice to see LFY hold themselves in this game after what happened game 1. They gave up an Alchemist, and that was it. You know, oh, again, hold on. Before I even continue with that, Banana, he's looking towards XXS, but now he's under that Sentry Ward vision. They're not going to play it up just yet. They're going to not let him know just yet, but there it is. The blink, the duel, the kill, the damage. Baited that out real well. So that's now 62 duel damage for Legion Commander. And with these 3 cores, you know, Legion's not the most important one. The dual damage, yeah, it's nice. You're using the Legion Commander to get that lockdown on a couple of these heroes, get an easy kill, and, you know, obviously you will get the dual damage, but it's more about the lockdown and more about being able to focus that target. So now OP, he's going to get that BKB, and they're going to look forward towards getting themselves a kill on Super. Super's very far forward on this Lina, and they're not going to break that smoke just yet. Meanwhile, now it's going to be broken. They're going to look to get Super. Super's going to use that Yules, and now he's in a bit of trouble. He immediately dies. Q's going to get that kill. There's the blink in. There's the duel with the Rolling Boulder. Static Storm. Monet falls as well. So now they're looking towards white. There's going to be the glimpse back, but now he's in the middle of burning, and Q's going to try and TP out. And let's see. They cannot get that stun, and LPC is just hanging around for the moment being, as he knows he's going to relocate more towards the center of the entire side of IG. So they go into the Roche pit after taking a very solid fight. And now 27-18, this net worth lead is going to start spreading in favor of IG, especially with that Roche pickup. Another Aegis go in the way of burning. So you don't really like to see this, which is really just when you play Alina, like I was saying earlier, it's hard to come back from behind. And especially when you pick up that Bloodstone and you immediately die, that's one of the worst things that can happen for really any Bloodstone hero that picks up a Bloodstone. But immediately down to 8 Bloodstone charges, you want to build it up first, not build it down, and Super is now going to struggle from that point on, unless they get a nice fight and get him a couple more Bloodstone charges off the bat. So Burning has that Diffusal Blade with the Aegis and Manta Style. Let's see what he took for his level 15 talent. Going to be +7 armor. We'll take a look at OP. He's level 15. He's level 17 actually, and takes the movement speed. Interesting. And then XXS elects to take the 30 damage. So IG, they're going to continue to keep the pressure down the throats of LFY, get this tier 2 down low. That'll be the first tier 2 that IG grabs, but meanwhile up top, Monet going to go for a tower of his own. That's really not going to stop IG from continuing to go in. There's the glimpse back on Super, going to push him back. And IG gonna continue to push down at this bottom lane as they do lose that tower up top. And with that, they actually make the rotation over almost into the hands of Banana. Oh, you want it, Banana. Can't catch it. Gonna have to be quicker than that. Oh, no! Oh! There it is! Banana does get that courier kill. I don't know if you guys have that State Farm commercial in your area. Just the fisherman holding the money above the head of the shopper. Doesn't have State Farm. Well, I missed that kill on Banana. Banana squished by OP. So Burning gonna continue to push these creep waves. They're gonna try and push it out, and it's not too hard with Monet. Of course, with the glaives, and they're gonna look to get this tier 2. They get the duel out on White, who's gonna end up falling. And it looks as though that was dual damage. Now 76 dual damage for XXS. So Monet, he's down low looking for a tier 1, but really IG, they're looking to force a fight, force an engagement. They know they're strong. They know Burning's got the Aegis. And oh, Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave. Not going to be enough on Q, and now they know that's down. So they'll come over, they'll get this last outer tower with ease. OP doing work on it. And they'll continue to keep the creep wave forward and continue to put on the pressure on LFY. Now Monet, he's got himself that BKB, looking for the butterfly next. We take a look over at Super again, only 8 Bloodstone charges. But it is very hard at this moment in time for LFY to think they can take a fight. To me, it looks as though IG is just that much further forward, especially if Burning starts to get this Maelstrom. He'll be able to counter push Monet at about an equal rate. So OP now, he's got the Diffusal Blade. He's going to be looking for Assange, get that SNY finished up. Meanwhile, up top, 5 are here for LFY. Off the back end of Monet, who's continuing to push forward on these creeps. So it looks as though IG are grouping up together. They're going to be looking for a smoke. Yeah, 5-man smoke. They're going to head towards their jungle. If they can get a kill on Monet, might be able to pull themselves out a tier 3 as well as a Rax. And LFY, they're really moving forward on this. I'm not too sure why. They're continuing to move on forward. Monet's going to die quickly to that duel, and now they're going to come on through with the Omni Slash. There's the Static Storm. It's a triple kill for OP, just like that. LFY playing a little far-footed. And they're going to pay the price as 2 of their cores go down. And then they're also going to lose that Wisp. So now IG, they're going to look to push, maybe force the buyback from Monet. And that'll put them with a check mark next to force core to buy back in terms of the checklist for winning this game. So they'll work towards that tier 3. They'll work towards the Rax. No buyback just yet. There's the Ignite thrown at XXS. And now there's the Blink with the Impale on OP, but really not doing too much. They're still looking to get that Rax. There it is. Yule's out on Q, but now the BKB is popped by OP. Is actually going to try and about face and turn around as Monet comes through. There's a nice glimpse dodge by Monet with that Manta, and now they're looking for the Omni Slash. They're going to come on through with the duel. Duel is going to be enough. So they get 2 kills. They're looking for more. Monet's going to fall again. 65 seconds on the sideline with buyback, but they take out OP on the back end. They've taken out Q. They've taken out OP. They're looking for more with the Blade Fury. OPC just trying to float away, but not going to be able to float fast enough as 4 die on LFY. So they'll work towards more. They'll work towards this tier 3 in the bottom lane. And then head on towards that Rax. And GG. So they've had enough. Super calls GG. Baboka calls GG. And IG.DAC champions will take this series from LFY 2-0. So IG take the series 2-0. They'll be back in action in just a moment again up against Newbie. Let's take a look at the stats. Show you guys the scoreboard. Nice net worth here from Burning, XXS, and OP. 112 dual damage. A very good game from IG to close out this series 2-0. And we'll be back in just a moment with IG versus Newbie next. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter, BKOP92. And we'll be back. Last series of the morning coming up next. Stay right there.